Bound in Crimson, written and narrated by Brianna Valentine. This audiobook is a work of fiction. All characters and events are products of the author's imagination. Thank you for listening. Chapter 1. The Girl Who Wasn't Meant to Leave. The palace always felt too quiet when they talked about my future. Too polished, too heavy, too predetermined. Haylee, you're nearly 24, my mother said, folding her hands with that perfect queenly grace she loved showing off. It is time you stopped entertaining these hobbies. My hobbies. As if cooking, creating, didn't feel more like breathing than any crown ever could. I assure you, mother, I replied, standing as straight as every etiquette tutor begged me to. Culinary arts are a profession, a respectable one. The words tasted stiff, too formal, like they weren't allowed to truly belong to me. My father didn't even look up from his goblet. You are destined for leadership, not kitchens. A queen who smells of spices and smoke? Preposterous. There it was. The dagger he always slipped in so casually. I kept my face still. I'd mastered that long ago. Inside, though, a wildfire burned. I understand my duty, I said, voice steady even though my chest felt tight. But I refuse to suffocate here, waiting for a throne I don't even want. My mother's lips twitched, a warning. Mind your tone. Tone, always the performance. I bowed anyway, because defiance here only brought punishment, not freedom. But I knew I wasn't staying. My room was the only place in this castle where I could breathe, and even then, the air felt borrowed. Stained glass painted soft colors over my suitcase as I packed. Knives wrapped in cloth, recipe journals, the cheap apron I bought at the market under a hood so no one would recognize me. My hands shook a little, not from fear, but from finally doing it, finally choosing myself. I caught my reflection in the mirror, princess posture, royal hair, soft features arranged in that proper expression they drilled into me since childhood. I am so tired of being perfect for people who don't even see me, I whispered. Then I let my face drop into the real me. Messy, hopeful, stubborn as hell. Yeah, that girl? She could just buy anything, even the city. The castle gates creaked open before sunrise, and my cloak whipped around my legs as I stepped out. Every instinct screamed that someone would call me back, drag me back, clip my wings again. No one did. Good, because I wouldn't have stopped walking even if they tried. The carriage ride into Belwick City rattled my nerves. Excited, terrified, alive in a way I'd never been behind palace walls. The closer we got, the louder everything became. Vendors shouting their morning specials, spices hitting the air with warm, punchy scents. People laughing too loudly, living too boldly. It felt like color after a lifetime of grayscale. I paid the driver with trembling fingers and stepped into the stone street, my suitcase clattering behind me. The air felt like a heartbeat I was finally syncing with. But underneath it all, there was something else. A prickle on the back of my neck. like eyes. I turned, scanning the crowd. Everyone was too busy in their own lives to notice me. A girl in a worn cloak, carrying her whole future in a single battered suitcase. Still, the sensation lingered. Not dangerous, just aware. Dark, warm, curious, like a shadow stretching toward me. I shook it off and marched straight toward my future. My new life, my decision, my kitchen. Ravenbrook Inn smelled like burnt coffee and desperation, which felt strangely comforting. The old woman at the front desk didn't look up as she slid me a room key. Rent's weekly, no noise after midnight. Don't complain about the heat, we're trying our best. Thank you, I said, something more proper than I intended. A old habit. She squinted at me like she sensed it. First time away from home? I hesitated. Yeah, something like that. Well, she said, leaning back in her chair, you'll toughen up or burn out, but either way, the city will show you who you are. I smiled. I'm ready. I wasn't. Not fully.